The goal in crypto is to find the next 100x, the next cult coin. You know, SPX went sidelined for more than a year, like doing some ups and downs, and then sub few million FDV rocketed to like 1 billion plus and offered like a 100x plus, you know. Why? Because the community gets better, on-chain metrics get better, everything is getting better, and then when it starts to pump, it's a real cult. Community is strong, jitters are out, and the things really pump, right? And so that's why that's the thing I'm looking for, you know, trying to look at, trying to find some of them by looking on chain, investing, waiting, and then when it pump, trying to sell and make money, right? You want to avoid, I think you probably see it, the Easy coin yesterday, launching at like 1 billion plus FDV, then only down. And all the guys who buy after listing, you just lose money, right? And the thing will go down to zero like all the other, I would say, coin, Cabal coin launch like that. And in reality, like if you buy those coins, you are exit liquidity. Honestly, you deserve to lose money, right? Don't buy those coins. Buy the coin who have like good on-chain metrics. Especially now with the Solana like going back below 180, there is a bunch of good like tier one meme coins that have been down like 80, 90% plus, that still have a strong community, better on-chain metrics and everything, and where like you can make a crazy return. So that's the one you want to look at. You don't want to look at, not the one like being featured on the screener because they pay or whatsoever. Really the organic one. But anyway, today we're going to discuss about Believe because they had like some updates, and I'm like, okay, why not doing a video? It's pretty cool. So the coin went to like 3 million, 4 million FDV, then went down and is consolidating since like 5 months now, let's say, yes, 5 months. Consolidating like up, down. So I think it's definitely like some new community members joining and buying a bag. Some guys like accumulating and some guys exiting to get wrecked on easy. I'm joking. And so what they did on the website, so believe.com, very simple website. They added a swapper. I'm going to explain why. So otherwise the website is pretty straightforward. Organic. It's a pump fund token where the LP is burned. Been created like when end of last year. So the dev sold. All the guys like the insider, they sold. Website is pretty simple. You have an Instagram. Go check the Telegram. Also we check the Twitter after that, and everything. And so they added a swapper. So basically, you know, when you are like on Solana and you swap, you pay some fees, right? Either if you are on Phantom, on Jupiter, or like somewhere else. And like the fees you pay when you're on Solana, it's not really about trading. So you have all those guys doing using Trojan, Bullets to trade, but we don't like. I think if you do that, you will lose money, right? I see very few guys doing that in the trenches and making money. The guys who make money is the guys who figured out the good assets, buy, they pump hard, you sell, right? It's more investing, right? So when you're looking for like doing some big returns, you don't like the fees don't really matter, right? So if you are on Jupiter, I think the fees are 0.2%. When you're on Phantom wallets, I think the fees are above 0.5, let's say 0.7. And so on Believe, there is like a swapper that is basically a Jupiter API behind. So like when you connect, like you are connected like as if you were on Jupiter, and like you have all the pairs like on Jupiter. So for example, I could be like, okay, I have some Pengu. Okay, I have some Pengu. I want to sell them. Okay, 600 Pengu. I want to sell them to Solana because I think Pengu will go down, right? Okay, bam. Okay. Oh, it's funny. I have the mouse. How you say that? Yeah, is a Believe like. And so you can see that I have swapped one Pengu for network fee, and I had like a fee, and I'm going to explain like then the fee. Oh, I think we can even click here. Okay. So then I'm like, okay, I have now more Solana, and I want to buy. What do I want to buy? Okay, let me think. What do we want to buy? Okay, let's say we want to buy Fartcoin. Fartcoin. Okay, I want to buy 0.1 Solana. Fartcoin. So you can see I get a bit less because I think it's the fees. And it's directly swapping through using Jupiter, right? And so every time I do a swap, you will see then. So a fee is being collected by the Believe team, kind of. So this is my previous transaction where I basically sold. So it's the first time I'm checking that one. So I don't know if I have somewhere like simple where we see all the transactions because I prefer Soul Scan. Okay, so it's a pretty hard one. So let me take the transaction, go on Soul Scan. So I'm taking the transaction of my previous transaction. I go on SolScan because it's easier to read. So I swapped Pengu for US so for Solana. So you can see that basically this is like the Jupiter API. So it goes through 0.5. I don't even know what 0.5 is, to then swap to USDC and then back. And then you see that I have like the Solana getting back to my wallet. This is my wallet. And then I have a bit of Solana getting to this wallet. And I think this wallet is the wallet. Yeah, this is the wallet basically of kind of like the team. I don't know. This is the wallet that collects the fees of every swap. So every time you're swapping some on the website on Believe, a part goes to like the team wallet and a part goes to Jupiter API. And when it's on the team wallet, basically what they do is like from time to time, they use the money they collect to buy back Believe and to burn it. And I'm going to explain why. How? So you can see that, for example, I just did like 2 transactions. So they collected some Rapsol, which is basically some Solana, right? And then they use that to buy back Believe and to burn that Believe. So what it means to burn? Burning means to get the Believe, send them on a wallet that nobody can access, right? So on Ethereum, it's like 0x0000. On Solana, it's like incinerator, like a wallet. You can check out. And so they buy back and they burn it. And so of course you pay perhaps a bit more fees than first. Many people use Phantom, so you have less fee than Phantom, and you have a bit more fees than Jupiter. But honestly, when you do like those trades on Solana, like the volatility is so high that it doesn't change much, right? You just sell like 1 minute after, you probably like have the price is 1% lower or like higher. So in here it's the same. And so yeah, that's the thing. The launch. That's why I'm doing a small video. So there is a bunch of stuff coming up. I know they will add something counting all the Believe burns. They will track who is swapping, track the volume to do a leaderboard and have some rewards. So perhaps I think the part of the fee will get back to you, something like that. So they have like some updates. They are asking for feedback. So that's why go have a try and send some feedbacks and of what you want to see, because if you are a Believe holder, like you need to give your opinion, right? So every swap there is a fee to buy back and burn Believe. And it doesn't change much to swap here or like swap on Jupiter. Honestly, the UI is pretty cool, pretty chill. And when you do the swap, feel free to take a picture of the swap, but post it on Twitter, like on Telegram. That's cool. So try it now and let's burn the whole supply. The goal is to have like this buyback and to burn like the supply. Yeah. And so this is the mechanism. So you are a holder, you go on believe.com, you swap, they collect fees, a part goes to Jupiter, it seems 20%. 80% goes to the Believe wallet that is here. So you can check it out on chain. Go check that they respect what they do, right? And then they use that to buy back and burn Believe. So there is already some buyback and burn. I don't know where we can see them. Sorry. Perhaps it's in transfer. Let me check if there is a burn. Okay. Sorry, let me go. Okay, no, I think I have to go on the specific transaction. But that's interesting. That's interesting. So that's a wallet. And so yeah, for example here, swapping BrainNet to FWOG. And it's always finding the best route because it's Jupiter API, right? So it's really optimized, I would say. Like it's the best swapper, or it's the best tech on Solana, right? Here, like for Pengu to Popcat. Yeah, and here, you burn, you earn. So yeah, I think they will have some feature coming up where basically there will be a leaderboard and so on to show like who are the best kind of like users, swappers, and so on. But I think it's a cool stuff because it's adding some buy pressure and like burning, part of the supply. I think they already burned, I don't know how much in tokens, and I think they will buy back and burn like every week. So using all the tokens they have here. So USDC, FWOG, Popcat, Pengu, USDT, Bonk, they collect to then buy back the supply and then burn it. I know Rapsol and so on. So yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed it. And the goal is to really find all those like good organic coins that are like consolidating, doing things, iterating, and that will basically at some point run super hard because people see the value into it, and then big win. That was your quant. Cheers. Stay safe.